Boxing is a business, but it is not some great business idea or profession in which to go into. If you happen to be one of the exceptional fighters in the world, yes, you can command a certain audience and you can make lots and lots of money. But as you go lower down in terms of the quality of a fighter, right down to your absolute hopeless bums who are doing it for absolutely no other reason than that they've got no other choice, they make absolute peanuts. If somebody wants to make money in the world generally, you don't go, right, I'm going to be a boxer. That is a bad idea. Generally, boxers sacrifice their health for making absolute peanuts. So boxing, yes, while it is a business, this idea that it's a business first, or the successful fighters who just really look at it as a business, been promoted a lot by Mayweather in the past, it is really starting to punish the sport, and it is taking away from the combative spirit of why people get in the ring in the first place. Case in point, the Golovkin-Canelo rematch, which was penciled in for the 15th of September, isn't going ahead at the moment, or possibly no longer. Golovkin has rejected Canelo's offer of 65-35, and for my money, no pun intended, kind of rightfully so. We have got to start trying to inject some morals back into the sport of boxing, where everybody's going to be making a nice bit of money, everyone's basically going to be getting what they deserve, but we're not going to have this punishing A-side and B-side bollocks that stops meaningful fights happening. Canelo is going to be coming back from a disgraced period. Golovkin has all the belts. He drew in the first fight in which most people thought he won. There's all kinds of reasons why he deserves at least 50-50 in this. This idea that Canelo's got more people behind him, he commands a bigger brand, he deserves more money, you know, boxing's a business. Again, I go back to my first point, yes, it is a business, but it is also about the competitive spirit of fighters wanting to prove they're the best. That's why you get in the ring in the first place, and that's why fighters who are really worth a crust and more, like Canelo, very talented fighters, they've got that burning desire, ultimately, to prove that they are the best. They're not just all in it to try and bully you and make money. He's an excellent fighter who wants to prove he's got that fire inside of him, and say you don't get that far unless you do. So there's going to be a part of him that wants to have that rematch with Golovkin and prove people wrong, at least make the fight realistically close enough that he could be given a decision. So if he does go along and just reject the possibility of giving Golovkin 50-50, he's at the least going to have to go through the rest of his career suffering earache with people saying you didn't give Golovkin a rematch, you ducked him, you lost the first fight. And will somebody like that, who will have a big ego, be cool with that? Probably not. We've got to work something out here about how to get a fight that should be 50-50 around that kind of ballpark. It's different when you have the likes of an Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, and Wilder saying he wants 50% of Joshua's money, because there's a massive disparity there. Ridiculous. You're talking like 15 times more the money is what Joshua makes than Wilder. That's a little bit different, because then you're talking massive differences. But Golovkin has built his brand well. He's a big celebrity, as I say. He holds all the belts, and he basically, most people think, won the first fight. So there's all kinds of reasons why he deserves at least 50-50 in a rematch. Those who just staunchly defend Canelo, in this sense, for me, are more of just like the infected Mayweather brand of people who are just like, nah, it's all a business. If you bring in more people, that's it. Nah, that's not all boxing's about. That's not why people fought in the first place. And I would like to see this fight go ahead 50-50 in the future, if possible. They both need the fight. Golovkin, the rematch, it would be good to see him actually win this time more convincingly. And Canelo, for his sake, why doesn't he show if he believed he did win? Get in there again, win enough rounds that he wins a decision, one or the other. What do you think, though? For me, in this day and age of saying boxing's a business and it's all about timing, these ugly catchphrases we hear all the time, I'm a little bit more on the Kazakh side.